What is heart failure and how does that affect your heart's ability to get blood to where it needs to in your body? Well, I'm going to cover that in today's video, so stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Hey, this is Lance McGowan, the Tropical Smoothie Guy, and heart failure is something that is very serious, and my number one goal is to help reduce risk. And so that is what this video is going to talk a little bit about, specifically how the heart failure happens, and I'm going to do that in the next section.
Hey, this is Lance McGowan, the Tropical Smoothie Guy, and today we're going to talk about heart failure. Heart failure is a chronic progressive condition in which the heart muscle is unable to pump enough blood through the heart to meet the body's needs for blood and oxygen. Heart failure usually results in an enlarged heart. So you can see a normal heart here. Heart muscle pumps blood out of the left ventricle to the areas that it needs, and then with heart failure, a weakened heart muscle cannot pump enough blood. So it's lacking what it needs fully. So the normal heart has strong muscular walls which contract to pump blood out to all parts of the body. So you can see it's going on the right atrium, then the right ventricle, and then it's able to kind of get to where it needs to and get in and out. The left atrium here and muscular wall of the left ventricle are all kind of contracting as they should. And it's really cool because your body uses electrical signals to help that process through, and there's these little flaps. Your body's so amazing in this regard. All right, so as we continue to go, we can see heart failure is a condition that causes the muscle in the heart wall to slowly weaken and lose its abilities to pump blood. So you can see how it's kind of having a lot of trouble here. So weakened heart muscle thins the ventricle wall. That's the first watch out there. And then blood cannot be effectively pumped out of the ventricle. So you see there's some leftover blood here that is kind of not really getting to where it needs to because the heart is not properly getting all the blood to where it needs to. So there's some leftovers. Not good at all.
Basically, heart failure is when your heart isn't able to pump enough blood to the areas that need it the most. And the areas that need it most obviously is your whole body. So that's your brain, your organs, obviously all your limbs and everything like that. And so your heart is going to be super important. It's an important muscle in your body. And when you're not able to do that, and it's just going to affect everything. So I always say your body can heal itself when it gets what it needs. I mean, if I get a cut on my hand, it will heal itself as long as it doesn't get infected or as long as I don't keep digging in it and making it worse. Same thing with your heart and your heart's ability to have the right things that it needs to repair and regenerate. I mean, your body is amazing with regards to that. And the number one thing that I always focus on is eating right. That means eating more live and whole plant foods, at least 60 to 80% raw plant foods and 95% or more plant-based. The higher percent plant-based, the more likelihood you have at reducing your disease risk, reducing your cancer risk, as well as reducing your autoimmune disease risk. And so eating right, number one thing you can do to improve your health, and that's assuming that you're cutting out processed foods and you're limiting or eliminating the amount of meat, dairy, eggs, or seafood in your diet to 5% or less. The closer that is to zero, the better it is going to be for your health as well, because there's lots of IGF-1, which is an insulin-like growth factor 1, which tells your cells to grow, also tells healthy cells to grow, unhealthy cells to grow, which can also lead to cancer over time. Cancer doesn't start in one meal, but it could start in 1,000. And so what you want to do is reduce your risk. And so that's what it's all about, is risk reduction. And moving towards a more whole plant food diet is going to definitely get you there. All right, well, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click the subscribe button so you can watch more videos like this one, or you can click one of the links in the description box below so you can continue to get your learn on.